Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? I am having some technical difficulties right now, just so you guys know. And we are going to figure it out. I am going to figure it out because I don't know why it would be doing this. There was an issue connecting your stream. Try restarting your browser. Yeah, that's not going to happen. How's everybody doing? I noticed we have a new member, everybody. Welcome, Emma. Welcome to the party. Make sure that you check the community tab, and there should be a link to the Discord for members that you can check out. How are y'all doing? Hello from the UK. That's cool. So while I'm trying to figure this out, I want to give you guys an update. For those of you that were around last month, I did a fundraiser out of a situation that probably wasn't the most fun or ideal situation, maybe. And oh wait, okay, I may have to share my screen, so I apologize, guys. But I was called previously a morbidly obese lesbian. Also, I was sent a fake cease and desist via email. So DC made the design for the cease and desist merch, and then I made, well, actually, she did, excuse me. She made the merch. And yeah, period, comma, if you guys know, if you've been here for a while, you know what's up. And anyways, I wanted to give you guys an update. I wanted to talk to you guys about the organizations. I did pin the comment, and you can go back on the live stream comments if you're watching this after the fact. And I'll also pin it in a pinned post. I'm going to get the word out. Anyways, there's two organizations that I'm going to be donating to. One is is called Spread the Word Nevada, and their website is spreadthewordnevada.org. And they support literacy in Clark County, which is where I live. And then the other one is the Center LV, which is the LGBTQ Center of Southern Nevada. And if you were not able to grab any merch, that's totally cool. If you're in a place where you can donate and you would like to, that's fantastic. These are the links that you can do that. And for those of you that did purchase some merch and helped with a fundraiser, we raised almost $400. It was $391 and some change. I'm actually going to round it up so that it's $500. I'm going to split it down the middle, and I'm going to donate $250 to each organization. So thank you guys for being a part of it. I'm very, very excited. And this was really cool to do. I'm in the process of transferring that money to my account so that I can make the donations. But super cool. I love the fact that we can take these kind of garbage comments, if you will, and turn them into something positive. So yeah, really cool. Really cool. I love how YouTube flags obese lesbian. That's okay. They did on the merch. When I created the merch through Teespring, they did also flag that, and I had to explain to them what it was and what I was doing, and it was a fundraiser, and they were like, oh, okay, and they reinstated it. So kind of funny. But yeah, very cool. If you guys have any suggestions, I don't know that I'll do this every month, but I would like to do it this month. I know it's already March 3rd. Some of you, it's March 4th already, but I would like to do something like that this month. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. I heard that it's National Eating Disorder Awareness Week, so maybe we could do something around that. But I'm just very excited that I'm taking all of the profit from that, and you guys, grabbing that merch, and it's all going to these two really cool organizations. So yeah, I love this comment. Always reclaim the words thrown at you. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Technology is not cooperating with me today. I'm going to try and upload this another time here. I've already restarted my browser and all kinds of stuff, and for some reason it's not wanting to cooperate. So give me just a second. Please work. There was an issue connecting your stream. Try restarting your browser. I already did that a bunch of times. All right. So bear with me on the sound, you guys. I'm going to have to share my screen. But before I do, let me give you an update on what is going on and what I'm going to be reacting to. And hopefully you guys will be dropping your own commentary below. And before we even do that, oh, Exhibit A merch. Yeah. Before we do that, like the stream if you would. I know that this is an odd time that I'm doing a live stream. There's a reason for it. My daughter is going to prom today. So here in a couple hours, we're going to go and do, you know, the pictures and the meetup with the friends and all that. So I had to do it a little bit early because I did want to get a video out today for you guys. So also happy birthday. That's amazing. Happy birthday. How do you say your first name? I don't want to butcher it, but I want to say your name. So happy birthday. Yes, like the stream, please, and thank you. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Also, thanks, Karina. Look at you being an activist, making a difference. Love that for you, friend. Thanks, friend. Love you. I know, 15, going to prom. Oh, her dress is beautiful. I don't know that she will want me to share pictures, so I will ask her. And yeah. Oh, Crystal, today is your son's 13th birthday. Happy birthday to your son. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so again, bear with me on the sound. So here's what we're reacting today. I know many of you probably have already seen the thumbnail. And by the way, in case there's anybody new here, my name is Erin Bees. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by the reps. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, that would be cool. The Real Beast Mode on Instagram and Beast Mode LV, like Las Vegas, on TikTok. Those are where I'm the most active. So yeah, in case you haven't heard, BeautyCounter is now being carried by Ulta. And there was a post. I don't even remember the account. I should have screenshotted it. That's my bad. But it was like the announcement, or an announcement was being made. It wasn't done by BeautyCounter. It was a different account. And many of the BeautyCounter reps were in the comments saying, wait, I'm confused. Like, I don't feel good about this. How is this going to benefit us? And, you know, and here's the thing. People are always going to choose shopping when it's convenient. Think about this. There's a reason that Amazon is so popular. You get stuff the majority of the time in 2 days. You get it quickly. The shipping is free, right? So a lot of us probably shop with Amazon or something along those lines of Amazon because it's convenient. With Ulta, you can get free shipping. You can also do curbside pickup where you pick out what you need and then you just drive right up, pick up your order, and then you're on your way. It's a lot more convenient and faster and easier than waiting for products to be shipped to you from BeautyCounter themselves, however long that shipping takes. So these are some of the things that I'm thinking, you know, how is this going to benefit the distributor? Yeah, I'm going to save that till the end. We have a question here. Erin, I was gifted a membership on the last live, but I was not able to access the email sent to me. Where can I contact you easiest to figure it out? Probably message me on Instagram if you can. And then we will definitely figure that out. It'll probably be later this evening or tomorrow, if that's okay, just because of everything going on. But yeah, welcome. And I think that's cool that memberships are being gifted. That's really cool. So wait, what did I miss? Oh man, glad I caught this. It's been a pretty horrible week at work. Someone yelled at me half an hour into the day, and that was pretty much the vibe for the rest of the shift. I'm so sorry. That's rough. That's not okay. Also this, I think BeautyCounter is only thinking about benefiting their bottom line. Yeah. So the video that I have today, and I'm glad that DC is on here because she helps with so much techie stuff. It is incredible. And I'm having trouble getting this thing uploaded for some reason. Yeah, it's not letting me. So I'm going to have to screen share. So bear with me, you guys, on the sound. I'm going to try and mess with my mic here a little bit. BeautyCounter is a company that has clean beauty. Welcome. Tatiana, did I say your name right? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for that. That's exciting. And yeah, let's just get into the video. This is the CEO of BeautyCounter, and it's about a 35-minute video, and he is explaining to the reps. I don't know if this is like a leadership thing. This was sent to me. By the way, shout out to the person that sent this to me. I appreciate you so much. Screen share through QuickTime. Okay. All right, hold on. I'm going to do what DC tells me to do. Screen share through QuickTime. All right. Bear with me, guys. Okay, so this is the, while I'm doing this, share. It is the CEO, and he is explaining why this is such a good thing. And I got it, DC, thank you. He's explaining why this is such a good thing and how it's going to benefit the distributors in the company. I'm going to save the commentary that I have for when we get to that part of the video, but I've done a little bit of research. I've asked some questions and spoken with people that have been a part of the company or are currently a part of the company, because I can only think of maybe one or two ways that it would actually benefit the distributors. But before I get into that, let's go ahead and I'm going to screen share. I hate doing it this way, but we got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let me play with this a little bit. Okay, we're going to keep it here. By the way, like the stream if you would, please and thank you. Yeah, I see your message. I will check my Instagram as well. All right, let's get into this. Let me know how the sound is for you guys.
Very exciting. So exciting that we're going to record it, and so exciting that we've got lots of things to share with you tonight. So you'll notice a few things. Number one, we have the chat turned off. It's so distracting when we...
Can you guys hear that okay? I'm going to turn it up just a little bit, but I want to make sure you can hear everything. It's quiet. Okay. I like to pretend DC is my bestie. Also, they have the chat turned off. They have the chat turned off. And I love how they're going to spin this. I have watched about half of this. They have the chat turned off, in my opinion, so they can control what's being said. In a little while, they're going to say, oh, but hang on, like we'll have the chat feature turned on, but the messages only go to the HQ so that they can answer, they can do a Q&A. Yeah. Already off to a really solid start here.
Calls, and there's so many people asking questions and cheering things on. So it's not only distracting to the speaker, but also to the attendees. And big news to share with you today, we turned that off. We do, though, have it turned on so that you can send your questions in. So as we're doing this announcement tonight, you'll notice if you go to the chat, there's a, you'll see Marilyn, who is hosting the call, but there's a drop down button and it says DMHQ here with questions. So any questions that you have, feel free to drop down and put your questions in the chat there. We'll be compiling them. And as much as we are is possible tonight, we will answer those for you. But rest assured, we'll have a full FAQ that will get all of the questions addressed that come in tonight and that we have thought of ahead of time for you. So with that, all of that said, I'm going to zip it and turn it over to Mark so we can kick off this call and talk about some exciting announcements. Hi, Mark.
Hello. So I like the music, Tracy. You need to recycle that. That was very...
I know that.
I love his accent. I love it so much. I just needed to say that.
It's Marilyn. That's all Marilyn.
Oh, well done. Good choice. Listen, guys, this is so good to have this call tonight. we have, I mean, my Eden office in Miami, to be very sincere. That's why you see a lot of mess behind in my Eden place. We have an incredible, exciting, and positive announcement to make tonight. Okay, I was thinking about this call, and we had a call this morning with the directors, and I was wondering what better announcement we could make, and I couldn't find one. So to tell you how exciting I am about this announcement. So, but let me just step back for 2 minutes, and then we'll get into the announcement and what it means for you. You know the story at BeautyCounter, want to put safer product in the hand of everyone. This hasn't changed a comma. This is the exact same thing that
Got me open it.
the exact same thing that Greg defined. And we're going to keep on pushing until this happens. And not only are we going to keep on pushing until it happens, but if we manage to raise the bar, we'll raise the bar even more so that everybody follows that. It has worked. You should be very proud of that. The consumers are more aware. The competitors are copying us. The lawmakers are starting to move and do things like the Modernization of the Cosmetic Act that we got voted at the end of last year. The retailers are creating their clean corner, conscious beauty corner, and stuff like that. So this has worked pretty well, and our belief is that we can do that, and you guys can make money at the same time, and the company can make money at the same time. There's nothing complicated with that. So this is no news for you. You know that. The thing I want to tell you is that, and I said that in September when we had those calls, some of you may have been on those calls, is we're extremely ambitious in terms of growth at BeautyCounter. We're ambitious because it goes together with the mission. The more we're going to put safer product in the hands of everybody, the more we're going to grow the company. I told you that we wanted to basically reach $1 billion at that time. But before that, what we're going to do, we're going to double the size of the company in the next 4 years. So double the size in 2026. Double the size.
I have questions. When you say double the size, that is a very broad category. So do you mean in sales? You want to double the sales of the company in the next however many years, he said? Or are you just referring to your MLM sales force doubling? I feel like that is a very broad statement to say, hey, we need to double the size of the company. Well, there's so many different parameters. I would love to know what he's specifically talking about. I think he's talking about recruiting, which makes, in my opinion, this even more vile, what we're about to watch, because he's asking for them to recruit more, but then announcing that they're selling BeautyCounter products at Ulta, and then trying to say that it's going to benefit the distributors. It's, I can't even.
It's pretty simple mathematically. We need to grow 20% every year. If we do to do that, because we all want to, the whole executive team wants to do that, frankly, is incentivized into doing that, and so we're going to do it together with you. The thing I want to tell you after 2022, which was a year of transition where a lot of things happened post-COVID and all the mess we had to go through, is that we are in an extremely, extremely good shape to just do that, to double the size of the company. And if we double, to make things clear now, if we double the size of the company, we're going to double the size of our direct selling, and you guys are roughly going to double the size of your business. That's the idea.
It might be the idea, but I don't think you can really say that if the company doubles in size, the distributors are all going to double their business in size. That seems really odd to me.
We have a brand new executive committee and a very competent one. We have a new shareholder, and that matters because this is time of recession, and it's good to have somebody who's here with deep pocket, who's here for the long term. And by the way, when you look at what some of the direct selling companies are telling and all the new coming brands who are promising the world, you need to look at the kind of shareholder they have, and they don't have this strong, solid shareholder that we have, who's fully aligned with the growth plan that I'm going to lay out. We have a very strong innovation plan. I would argue that 2022 was not super strong. We have a lot of innovation coming. We have a big launch in skincare coming in June, which is unbelievable. We have a new category coming in September. We have a new category coming next year. We have another new category coming the following year. And we have an innovation plan which is extremely beefed up and which is going to help your business.
If they start selling essential oils, I'm going to scream. I'm going to scream. I'm just warning you guys now.
We have more resources. You've seen that Cara has much more resources now at HQ, and we were in a call this afternoon. A lot of you are attending the training call and the different meetings that we're organizing. So I hope you think that everybody pushing in the right direction and trying to help you. And our mission has never been more relevant. We got this law voted. There was a big article in the New York Times 2 days ago where BeautyCounter was mentioned as being at the spearhead of new laws and advocacy. All the Gen Z are obsessed with what we're doing, so we're on the right side of this story.
All the Gen Z are obsessed with what you're doing? Sir, I would love to see your sources, because I guarantee you there's some Gen Z peeps in my comments right now that are not going to agree with what you just said. It's a very broad, another very broad statement.
To that, we had, you all know the 1800 ingredients, which were on our neighbor list. The reality is that we are now at 2,800. And it's easy to remember because it's twice the number of what the European Union is banning. So
your website says 1,400, by the way.
We're way ahead of anybody else. We're going to have more responsibly sourced ingredients. We will announce that later in the year. And we're going to keep on pushing from an advocacy standpoint. So the mission is relevant. The business is here. The team and the resources are there. We just have to make it happen now. Now, what 2002 and the previous year have shown us is that you guys are outstanding at convincing clients, explaining to them why the mission matters, why safety matters, why everything we're doing matters. And so we have the best loyalty rate in the beauty industry. Loyalty rate means repeat purchase, people who are convinced, and it's logical because if you explain when people are convinced, they never go back to dirty beauty. So you manage to have them navigate across the skincare range and so on. So that's very good. So we're good at loyalty.
What is your retention rate? Because you're very good at it, but what is it? This is wild.
We can be much better because, imagine the other category, if we had more categories than skincare, if we had all the palettes that we need to have in makeup, we would be able to even do better than that. So we're going to do this innovation. That's one part. We're good at the loyalty part. We're good at the explanation part. That's what this model is about. And this is why Greg, in the first place, creating the model this way. You guys are indispensable because you tell our story better than anybody, and nobody can twist your arm. So you're going to say it like it is. Nobody's going to force us to say something different. So that's super important. And that's,
oh my God. Just say that you have people that are not making a lot of money, although we can look at the income disclosure statement if we have time. But just say that you have all these people that are working for free and advertising for your company, and they don't allow people to twist their arm. And what, sir? What? What is your retention rate? Where can we find this list of banned ingredients? We would love to see the sources. All of us would. I'm going to speak for all of us. Oh my God.
good news. Now, as you know, when there is a speech, the good news comes with the bad news. The bad news is we're struggling to recruit.
Oh.
We're struggling to bring new clients. We're struggling to bring new members, and we're struggling to bring new consultants.
I wonder why.
We bring new clients, we bring new members, new consultants. But it's not easy. And in reality, we're only scratching the surface. The brand is not well known. I told you that in a number of times. At best, when you mention the brand, 17% of Americans know it. And if you don't mention it, not a lot of people mention it. And frankly, we have 700, it's no secret, you keep that for you, 700,000 clients in the US. That's good, 700,000 clients. That's 700,000 women who have safe product for them and their family. But that's...
Do men not order your products? Do non-binary people not order your products? So how do you know that it's 700,000 women that are ordering from your company?
nothing. This is a 360 million inhabitant country. So we're only scratching the surface. So frankly, we need to change gear, and it's very important to do that. The two problems, it's tough to find us, and we're not known. When we're known, and maybe sometime we tell the story, it's not too complicated, but that's pretty easy to fix. So we need to build awareness, and we need to build availability. To build awareness when we're...
So he wants to double the size of the company, which to me, in this explanation, does that mean he's talking about recruiting. So let's just use that aspect in all of this. So he wants to double the size of the distributors to help with brand awareness, because in my opinion, people that join MLM companies, the majority of them, according to the FTC, 99.7% of people don't make any money or lose money by being a part of these companies. So he wants to double the size of the distributors to help with brand awareness. And now he's about to tell everybody that they've partnered with Ulta, meaning the BeautyCounter products are going to be sold and currently are being sold in Ulta. And he's going to try and spin it that this is going to benefit the distributors. And I have some very specific things that I want to say about that, but I'm going to wait until we get to that part of the video. Oh my God.
Marketer, you spend money and you do advertising. To build awareness and be competitive with brands like, Bare Mineral, name the brand you want, Bare Mineral cleaning company, would have to probably spend 90 to 100 million in 5 years. Well, I don't have this money. And I don't have this time, very sincerely, because the market is evolving very rapidly, and we need to expand our reach pretty rapidly. So I told you when we talked in September that we were going to look for a retail partner for the 10-year anniversary, and we found one, and the retail partner found us. So I'm super excited to tell you that for the 10-year anniversary, we're going to partner with Ulta, the biggest retailer in the US. By far, the preferred retailer from Gen Z, the retailer which has the best coverage of all the segment group in the US, which cover all the country, and the retailer was created a section called Conscious Beauty, where the only thing they were missing is the biggest and the pioneer brand in clean beauty. From the absolute bottom of my heart, and in all honesty, I talk about transparency the first time, and also leveraging my brand.
So you're talking about transparency, but you're giving the statistics, allegedly, without any sources. You're talking about transparency, but in my opinion, you're not really telling your distributors why you're doing this. And then you're going to later spin this like it's going to benefit them. Like people, he actually says, and we'll get there, that it's going to benefit the distributors, that through brand awareness, people are going to naturally look for people that are selling BeautyCounter online to join them as distributors. So he's painting this picture like we need to double our company. We need to recruit more, advertising, right? And now he's partnering with Ulta, their company is, and he's trying to say this is about brand awareness. It's everything except the money. I hope that there's BeautyCounter people watching. I hope that there are people that are watching this video that are going, you know what? This didn't feel right to me, because I've done a little bit of research and I'm going to talk about it here soon. I know I keep saying that, but I really want to wait until we get to that part of the video because it'll make more sense.
Kind of work to, I'm telling you, this is a game changer partnership, a real game changer partnership. And we're going to tell you why. And I'm going to give you a few examples, and I think Cara after that will give you even more concrete examples. It's going to be a game changer.
Yes, please.
It's going to be a big game changer for your business, and it's going to allow us to recruit, maybe not in that orders, in all direction, clients, members, and yes, consultant. And we will tell you how we're going to do. This is only good news. So nobody needs
for
to
who?
This is only good news. But this is going to create a lot of envy. Because believe me, our little competitors who are Ulta are not going to be super happy to see BeautyCounter coming. And our little competitor in direct selling who are trying to recruit consultants or are trying to
Who is he talking about? Competitors trying to recruit their people? I think people aren't going to be happy because they know that you're taking money out of their pocket, essentially, by selling directly through Ulta. I think the distributors are going to be upset, as they should, because they're figuring out that you're undercutting their profit and their hard work. MLMers work crazy hard. I talk about that often. You know, they're working all the time, and they're the ones that are advertising the brand. And they're not, in my opinion, and according to income disclosure statements that I've talked about, various companies on this channel, they're not paid for their time unless they sell or recruit. So all of the posts that they put up, all of the hashtags that they're using, all of that stuff they're doing, and they're not being paid for that, for their time, for their energy, for their creativity, for their marketing, for all of that stuff. But these guys are getting paid. The people that are at the top of the company are being paid when somebody sells something, when somebody recruits. And now he's like, this is a very good thing. This is a very good thing. We're going to be selling in Ulta. It's brand awareness. Well, of course he's going to say that, because that money that people spend on the product through Ulta, the company gets to keep. So it's an easy way to double the company.
Recruit clients are going to use that to say stupid things. But don't let those naysayers spoil the party. This is only good news.
Hi, naysayer here, and we're definitely going to spoil the party. Absolutely.
You may hear tomorrow that Mark has decided to move the company.
Thank you
to
so
Ulta
much.
because we opened one partnership with one retailer. This is not true. You may hear
Finally catching a live. Love from Ireland. That's so cool. Thank you so much.
some people in social media, because this is the rule of the game, saying that this MLM company is coming to Ulta, we're disappointed. Let it go. We're above that. This is not true. You know, the important thing.
Which part's not true? That you're selling an Ulta, or that people are disappointed? How can you say that's not true? It is true, because we're live reacting to it right now. And I know Hannah put out a video about this as well. And people are going to have their feelings, you know, and there's going to be advocates. There are advocates that are going to do something about this. In fact, I saw a comment, I pinned it, about drafting an email. Absolutely. Let me know. Send that to me. I will blast that out so that we can all express our disappointment to Ulta. Yeah. So let it go. That's cute.
That the leader and the pioneer of clean beauty is going to be available to 70 million women at Ulta, and you guys are going to benefit from that. So let's get to a little bit what it is, which is happening. First, we're going to go on the Ulta.com site. This is on Feb 26, so like in the coming days. Then we will go to 500 store with a limited assortment. I think Cara will mention, with a limited assortment. So you will be the only one to have the full assortment. In March 15, we'll go in 500 store. You need to know that Ulta has 1,500 store. So we decided to go only with 1/3.
Only a
We
third.
wanted to go all in, but we decided to go only with 500 to see how it was going. We thought it was wise, but those 500 stores cover the whole country. So you will have a whole country coverage. We're doing that, actually not, believe it or not for the sales that Ulta is going to generate. Ulta is going to generate some sales, but I want to be clear. Those sales, I estimate this year, are going to be between 6 and 7% of our total sales. So, you know, hey, I take it, don't get me wrong, but it's not a game changer from a sales standpoint. It's you, and you guys are always going to be the center of this company. I think we're beyond that now. I've told you that 10 times, and I will keep on saying that to you. And there's a reason for that, because you're the only one who tell the story the right way, and nobody can twist your arm, and this is the way you're going to make it happen. So you
Just say that you need them to advertise for your brand, because that's essentially what you're saying.
You are the priority today, you'll be the priority tomorrow. I hope we're beyond that, but if I need to repeat it, be convinced this is the case. You're the heart and soul of this company.
Oh my God, this is so cool. First time catching you live. Love from Finland. Oh my God, thank you so much. Welcome. That's really cool.
We're doing Ulta for two simple reasons. and you can explain that to them. The first reason is to recruit awareness and trial, awareness and capacity to have people trying our product. Recruit.
Then why not spend the money on traditional advertising? Because what's going to happen is people are going to order through Ulta for all the reasons that I already talked about earlier, the convenience, you know, that kind of thing. If this were truly about expanding the brand and not about the money coming into the company, they would spend that money on advertising. And this is not, just like Natasha said, this is not going to help recruiting. This is not going to help the distributors. And if there's a BeautyCounter reps that are watching this live or replay or whatever, if this has been dropped in your team chat and you have some strong feelings, I want to encourage you to ask why you have these strong feelings. A lot of times that's how cognitive dissonance shows up, you know, which is literally two beliefs in the body, in the mind at the same time, and you're trying to make sense of it because they're opposing beliefs. You know, it could be something like, I really love what I'm doing. I really love that I'm a part of this BeautyCounter brand and this and that. Wait, now they're going to be selling in Ulta. What do they need me for? And so that's an example, just one example of cognitive dissonance. And if you're in BeautyCounter, you should be upset by this. This is the same thing as companies selling on Amazon. I had somebody just message me just yesterday. They're in an MLM company. They found the MLM products on Amazon, and the company is like, well, compliance is working on it. Look at who's selling on Amazon, because a lot of these MLM products are being sold by the corporate offices on Amazon. Pick an MLM company and go look on Amazon. Because I'm telling you right now, just do a little investigation on your own. Check it out. This is the same kind of thing, except it's not Amazon, it's Ulta. They've done other kind of brand deals like this that were temporary. So there was a set period of time. I'm going to use the example like 3 months. Hey, we're going to work with this company for 3 months. We're going to advertise, and then people are going to have to find you. There's no time frame on this. This is being presented to the distributors like it's an indefinite thing. So what do they need the distributors for? Well, in my opinion, they need it for the free advertising because they know that a lot of the distributors are not being paid. Yikes. Like a dad saying, do this. Why? Because I said so. Yeah, it's definitely giving that vibe. Also, thank you, Manny's Geek. I appreciate you.
Clients, recruit members, and recruit consultants. That's the first reason. And I'll give you a few striking figures after that. The second reason is we want to scream and validate the fact that we're a premium brand, that we're a leader in clean, and in an uncompromising beauty. But by going to Ulta, we're going to do that. And don't tell me you've never had a client or a potential consultant who say, well, your brand seems cool, but is it really legitimate? Is that a big brand? And, you know, do you have the same taste that the big company or something like that? So let me come back on those two things. The first reason, trial, recruitment.
I'm pausing this because we're going to talk about this. Linda, thank you for so much for sharing this comment. This is really important. Melaleuca sells her stuff on Amazon, and it was one of the first things that made me want to leave. Yep, cognitive dissonance. Just think about this. If you're in an MLM, I don't care what company it is. If you're in an MLM and you find your products on Amazon and you find out that it's the corporate office selling it, ask yourself what they need you for. Look at the income disclosure statement, do a profit and loss statement for yourself. Are you operating in the red? Are you operating in the green? Think about all the time and energy and what you are doing, because at the end of the day, in my opinion, a lot of these, and I'm going to keep saying this because it's really important. I really want people to get this, that they're working essentially for pennies, if not for free, to advertise the brand. When if you're going to spend all the time and energy doing so, why not have your own brand? Why not have your own thing? Why not create your own actual business where you're not the middleman working for free to advertise these huge companies? So Linda, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate you so much. First time catching you live, love from Alabama. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate it.
Second reason, a kind of, not legitimacy because we're very legitimate, but a very strong validation from the #1 beauty retailer in the country. And we will be by far their biggest and most demanding clean beauty brand. So I told you we have 700,000 clients. Ulta has 70 million.
How many distributors do you have? That's what I want to know.
So pretty easy calculation. They reach, you multiply by 100 the number of people they reach. I'm not suggesting that all 70 million are going to be using or trying one of our products.
Right.
Some of them
Because it won't happen that
It's a
way.
game changer. You're basically going to be available to the bulk.
What?
Another way to say it is that minimum 99% of the people who are going to find the brand at Ulta are not buyers of BeautyCounter today. Probably more than that because they only reach 50% of the American population. So it's a huge extension of our reach, huge expansion of our capacity to recruit and to put safer product in the hand of everybody. They cover the.
And how are your distributors going to recruit from products being sold in Ulta? They're not going to make that connection. Customers are not going to make that connection. They're going to go into Ulta. They're going to say, oh, wow, this is kind of cool. Oh, it's in the clean beauty section. All right, cool. Let me try this out. And then they're going to try another product. And then they're going to try another product. Meanwhile, the company still gets that income, gets that retail. The distributor is not going to benefit by that. What?
Country. They're the preferred retailer of Gen Z. Gen Z.
Lynn, I love you. Thank you.
They're the future of our business.
Get some good rest.
Very strongly, for instance, with Latina. They cover all the group that we want to cover. But very importantly, you're going to have clients trying one product because the way it works at Ulta is that they shop 12 products a year, 12 brands a year, sorry. So one Ulta client has a tendency to mix and go buy a mascara here, skincare product here, and stuff like that. What we're gonna do when they try BeautyCounter, they're gonna start drinking our cool. If you authorize me this message, we're gonna go on the site.
Did you hear what he said? I'm gonna rewind that. I have to rewind that. Sorry, I have to hear that again.
Mascara here, skincare product here, and stuff like that. What we're gonna do when they try BeautyCounter, they're gonna start drinking our Kool-Aid. If you authorize me this message, we're gonna go on the site, and most people go on the site. They're gonna learn about the brand. They're gonna want to try other products. And what's going to happen to them? We're gonna try and recruit them as members. We're gonna try and recruit them as consultants. So by trying one product only, we're gonna be able to navigate them across the range because nobody else does that better than you. Client, members, and then consultant, and Cara will come back on this. So first objective, and frankly, this objective alone would have been enough. We're gonna get out of the woods, be available, be known, and
get out of the woods. Is that a Freudian slip for your company is in financial trouble? Obviously, I'm not stating that as fact. I'm just providing my commentary based on what he just said, but
it's not going to take 5 years because we're going to be in those stores very soon. We'll be on their site. I don't think Luana, our CMO, has announced it, but we have a brand new campaign, Raise Up Beauty, which is coming. So we'll be spending a lot of money to raise the awareness of the brand. And so it's going to be all that in synergy with the 10-year anniversary. A big bang on the brand, which is happening in the next few months. The second objective, frankly, but again, it's a wonderful, nice to have, but the first one would have been enough. The second objective is to phrase it, to scream and validate the fact that we are the pioneer, we are the leader in clean beauty and an uncompromising beauty. And the fact that we're going to be next to all the other brands and we're going to be able to say, guys, so, Ulta has a big department they call conscious beauty. They have a board to check what products get into this, stuff like that. But most of those brands don't get at half of the level of demand and requirement that BeautyCounter has. Nobody has 2,800 ingredients on an Everlist, for instance. So we're going to be able to scream that at the face of everybody, let that known to the consumer, and show even more that we have the absolute reference in terms of clean, conscious, and uncompromising beauty. And that's going to help us enormously when you guys try to recruit new consultant, new client, new members, because that will be extremely easy to read and that will be fully endorsed by Ulta. So important are we going to be for them? I think we're going to be the anchor and by far their bigger brand. Our Chief Impact Officer, Jen Lee, who's working on the mission, will be in the advisory board of the Conscious Beauty Department of Ulta. So it's very big. And it's really a game changer for us. I couldn't be more excited. Fundamentally, that's only good news. Of course, there is changes. There's things that we can do, not do. I'm sure there's going to be a few things which are not going to go exactly like we want at the beginning and stuff like that. So the team, Kara and the team have prepared very exhaustive.
Cheers to him.
Somebody's not on mute.
Good.
Yes.
Now everybody's muted. I love that for us.
I didn't put myself on mute, guys.
Oh my God, hilarious. Okay, so I don't know if you guys caught, but he was talking about people drinking the Kool-Aid. Wow. I think he's going to get like snarky right now. I just have this feeling.
Censorship from somebody at HQ. So this is only good news. We just need to do it right. We need to leverage it to build our own client base, membership base, consultant base. There's also women who are never going to want to shop for a beauty consultant. So be it, they can shop at Ulta and that's fine. And that's additional positive advocates and good social media coverage.
Did he just say the quiet part out loud? There are some people that are not going to want to shop with beauty consultants, and that's okay. They can just shop from Ulta because we get the money still. Oh my God.
That's the big story. We're super excited about this announcement. I'm telling you, there's not one brand in this country who would not die and kill to be at Ulta. So that's going to create a lot of envy. There's not one of the direct brands who are trying to convince you or talk to your colleagues, which are not going to be extremely disappointed and frightened by that. So be ready, you're going to have a few nasty comments. We're beyond that, guys. We're the leader in clean beauty. This is what we do. We have so much positive strengths and power that we don't need to get to the level of the naysayers. We don't care.
What?
But it's going to be a real game changer.
I mean, not the toxic positivity paired with information control, behavior control as well. Hey, listen, you're going to have people that don't agree with this. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the people that are critically thinking about the scenario of this person, the CEO of BeautyCounter, trying to pitch to his people to work harder so that people can go and shop at Ulta and they won't benefit. Are you kidding me? Also, I have seen, I don't know if you guys saw the Instagram reel Bianca put up, shout out to Bianca. She did a reel on Instagram and showed the product line. So he's making this sound like it's a limited product line. It is multiple shelves. It is, go to her Instagram. I'm telling you right now, after this stream, and check it out, because it's not how he's explaining it. You know, it's a limited amount of products. No, it's shelves, and it's multiple shelves in a row. It's a lot of product. Oh, God.
So I took a lot of time. I'm going to leave it to Kara to cover, maybe get a little bit more in the details, but be certain that you're going to get absolutely all the information that you need, all the argument that you need, and all the answer to questions that you need. Kara, you take it from me.
Thank you, Mark. Hi, everyone. It is so wonderful to be here with you this evening and to share this super exciting announcement. Before I get into the details, I do want to...
Oh my God, this sound is terrible. I'm sorry, you guys. Also this, just gonna stand there and watch me burn. I love the way you lie. We stand Rihanna. Always. Oh God. Is she frozen? What's happening here? Ma'am, would you like to play? I'm going to go forward a little bit. I don't know what's happening with this video. It's got to be interesting. So, oh my God, this is big. Kayla, thank you so much for this. Just joined. I'm an Ulta employee and got 2 calls asking about BeautyCounter today. I would love to hear more about that, Kayla. What are your thoughts on it working at Ulta? I think we all would love to know that. And yeah. Notice how they quickly click away from the view of everyone else. I saw some confused, unhappy faces. Yeah, and I don't understand how people that are in that company aren't seeing this as, wait, so we're supposed to keep selling. We're supposed to continue doing this. We're supposed to be moving forward and you know, teaching people about the brand and the products and this and that, and you're just going to sell in Ulta. Here's the part that I wanted to bring up. I'm actually going to stop screen sharing for a second because I don't know what's going on with the video. But I really did want to cover what the CEO said. I think that that's really important. He mentioned that this is going to benefit the distributors, that people are going to, you know, fall in love. He didn't word it this way, but fall in love with the product that they bought at Ulta. And then they're going to go look for a distributor in their area or whatever that they can order from, and maybe order the products that aren't carried at Ulta, that kind of thing. So in my mind, I started to think back to when I was in my first company called Slumber Parties. And in Slumber Parties, they had an incentive, if you will, part of the comp plan, where if you hit a certain rank and somebody went to the website and said, hey, I'd like to have a party, or I would like to become a consultant or whatever, you ended up, because you hit that certain rank, on a list to get those leads. So I reached out to former and current BeautyCounter reps and asked, hey, is there a program like this where you hit a certain rank and you can get those leads, whether it's somebody wanting to join as a distributor or somebody wanting to place an order, or they placed an order and they're distributing that volume? Do they have anything like that? No, they don't. They don't have anything like that. The other thing that I think is extremely alarming is that you can go directly to BeautyCounter and you can order through the website, through the corporate office, where the distributors do not benefit. What are they doing with that revenue? What are they doing with that volume? Because it sounds to me like they're going to be doing the same thing through Ulta, where somebody buys the product and the company keeps the money instead of rewarding the distributors. If it really were about the distributors, they would be, it wouldn't, well, one, they wouldn't be an MLM model. First of all, if it was really about the people, it wouldn't be an MLM model, knowing that the majority of people in MLMs lose money. If it were really about the distributor, they wouldn't be able to order straight through the website and the distributors not get paid for it. And I'm not talking about, okay, somebody I know ordered and now I need to contact corporate and have them move that volume under me. The distributors shouldn't have to do that if it were really about the distributors. Last but not least, if it were really about the distributors, you wouldn't be trying to spin this brand deal with Ulta where people can get free shipping, curbside delivery, go into a store, get whatever they want, and walk out while the company keeps the money. That's not about the distributors. So let me talk now to the BeautyCounter distributors. I don't know what they call themselves. If this upsets you, it should, in my opinion. If you are feeling, well, what am I doing here? Your feelings are valid. Keep using the critical thinking skills that you are showing in this situation. If this upsets you, if you're like, how am I going to benefit from this? I think at one point in the video, he talked about, well, this is only projected to get us, 6 or 7% increase in volume. I think he said that somewhere in the video. That 6 or 7%, if it were really about the distributors, you guys would have some form of that 6 to 7% as profit, maybe a pool bonus or something along those lines, that you guys would be able to tap into that. It doesn't sound like that's what this company is doing. It sounds like they're just wanting to double the company. They want you to recruit, but then they're going to sell through Ulta. There's no way to look at this and not see that you guys are being undercut by your own company, and you all deserve better. You deserve better. There are such good people in multi-level marketing companies. There are such good humans that are super hardworking and are not being paid for their time, energy, creativity, and the skills that they have possessed. You guys deserve better. So if you're in BeautyCounter and you feel some type of way about this, even if you're angry that I'm talking about this, that I'm sharing this video that was sent to me and I'm reacting to what your CEO is saying, that's okay. You're allowed to feel that way. But start to think about this. Start to ask yourself questions. Start to remove that MLM toxic positivity type filter, in my opinion, and start to ask questions. Because what's being done to you guys is not right, in my opinion. Okay? Oh, God. Yeah. And if you need more, check the comments, check the comments. Oh, let me go through some of these. Because I know Kayla probably, I want to highlight Kayla's comment. Kayla works at Ulta, which, by the way, thank you. Kayla says, I think it's ridiculous, and so do my coworkers. Thank you. We appreciate you guys. My store isn't getting the display, but those who do had a training call, and apparently it was a mess. I'll link the Reddit thread I saw about it. Yes, please. Also, I would love that call if anybody has access to it. That would be amazing. Wow. Yeah, honestly, won't buy, but if I did, I would purposely find a consultant. I get that. I understand completely where you're coming from, Nikki, but just because you're buying through a consultant, and this is something that comes up a lot. I had somebody comment on one of my last TikToks, and they were like, well, I always order through my friend. And you think that you're ordering through your friend. You think that you're supporting your friend. Your friend is getting a very tiny, tiny amount of money, commission, off of whatever it is that you bought. The rest is going to the company. So you're not really supporting your friend. If you really, in my opinion, wanted to support your friend, take them out to lunch, or, if it's somebody that you really want to support financially, send them a gift card, or, whatever. But there's all these different ways that you can support your friends, your family, your neighbors, the people that you know, that don't require ordering products that support the MLM company that 99.7% of people lose money or don't make any at all. If you want to support your friend. Find ways that you can help. And it doesn't always have to include money. Time is such an awesome tool. Spend time with that person, help out. There's all different ways that you can help somebody. But the argument, and this is not me, like, I'm not coming after you, Nikki. It's just something I wanted to address. So please, I hope you're receiving it that way. If you want to support somebody, the way to do it is not by ordering MLM products from them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Oh, man. Also this. Do the products have contact info on how to find distributors? Because I would just go back to Ulta, right? Most people, I think, are just going to go back to Ulta. Most people, maybe they'll look at the website. They'll look for some information on the brand, but they're not going to go, I could go to my local Ulta and get this or that. Or I could order right here through the website, and then, they want to try and recruit me. It's just not going to work that way. And I guarantee you, this is just my personal opinion, they're going to have all of the corporate information on the BeautyCounter products. There's no way that they're going to have distributors' information on a product that they're selling in Ulta, Oh, God. I am wearing an old MTV logo shirt. I am. Yeah. I feel bad for these BeautyCounter reps. I really do. They don't deserve this. It's really sad. Yeah. Make your friend dinner. I love that. Make your friend dinner. I've had this conversation with a colleague. I can actually move my mic now. I hope the sound was okay, guys. Sorry about that. But, you know, plan B sometimes. I've had this conversation with a colleague who thinks she's helping her friend out by buying something from her every month, and she doesn't seem to get it, that she is sinking her friend further in. Yeah. It's really sad. I mean, when you look at the commission, and you look at what they're making and the time, energy, effort, all that they're spending to try and make that little tiny bit of commission, it's just not worth it. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Don't buy, Tatiana, I hope I said your name right. Don't buy from MLM. Don't join one. You're not doing your friends a favor. Find other ways to support your friend. And thank you for that super chat. That's incredible. The pricing is the same. I saw that question. I wonder what the pricing will be. The pricing is the same as it is on the BeautyCounter website. So yeah. I still remember I was following an account that was all about ethical buying, and one time they posted about BeautyCounter sunscreen. I was shocked that they thought BeautyCounter was ethical. Nothing about an MLM company, in my opinion, is ethical. You know, because if it were ethical, not only would they have, you know, this list of ingredients that are not included in any of their products or whatever, available to the public. Number one, that should have been plastered all over their website, and everybody's having a hard time getting it, which is also very suspicious. But two, it wouldn't be an MLM model where the majority of people lose money. And in fact, I feel like, let's take a gander. I think they have one. Let's take a gander at the BeautyCounter income disclosure, since we're talking about ethical companies. I mean, for those of you that maybe you're new to my channel or new to anti-MLM commentary, the income disclosure statement is really important because it tells us what people are making in the company, what is actually happening in the company. It comes directly from the company after the 1099s are sent out for the year to the distributors. So let's just, let me actually adjust this real quick. Let's take a quick little gander and let's see what they have for us. This is from 2021. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Just a second. Okay. I know that's still kind of small for you guys. Yeah, the shipping is better with Ulta. Yep. All right. So as of the end of December 2021, BeautyCounter had over 45,224 independent brand advocates in the United States and Canada. Okay, so there's our answer for how many distributors are in the company. This is where they talk about, you know, what it takes, you know, personal development, community support, skill building, selling commissions, exclusive product access. Notice that recruiting is not mentioned there. That's interesting. Let's see. The figures shown on this page include all individuals who are eligible to earn commissions with BeautyCounter as brand advocates at any time through 2021. A total of 73,719 U.S. brand advocates were analyzed and summarized, including brand advocates who had no sales and therefore earned no income, individuals who did not maintain their brand advocate affiliation throughout the year, did not meet activity requirements, or elected to change their account status and were not eligible to earn in all 12 months. Those who enrolled later in the year and had as few as 1 month of earnings. So we're talking about 73,000 US brand advocates. And here earlier, they said that at the end, they only had 45,000 in the United States and Canada. But it's a different, I don't know, maybe they have a different one for Canada. Some companies do that, but I just find that really interesting. I want to get to the numbers. So I will put this income disclosure statement in the video description so that if you want to look at this and kind of deep dive into it, you can. There's a lot of words. Yeah. For the full year 2021, earnings for U.S. brand advocates before expenses. Now, what are some expenses that are pretty typical for MLM companies? Some trainings you have to pay for, Events you have to pay for, which includes the travel to and from, the hotel, the food while you're there. If they have, specials for, new products being released, stuff like that, those are all expenses. Whatever products you're ordering, if there's a starter package that you purchase to become a brand ambassador or whatever. Yeah, it's wild. I want to read this really quickly. I completely agree, Aaron. I remember telling them all about the dangers and unethical ways about MLMs, but they were just focused on BeautyCounter paving the way for the beauty space, which if they're paving the way, I'd love to see the sources because I mean, we can get up here and make all kinds of claims, but if it's not backed up by source data, it's crazy. Hey, Tanya. All right. So the average total annual income for all brand advocates was $1,861. Again, that's for the year before expenses. Let's do the math real quick. 1861 divided by 12. That's $155 before expenses. So that's crazy to me. But I mean, again, that's the average. So 27% of brand advocates had no sales and therefore earned no commissions, but they probably were buying products, I bet. Again, just my opinion, not stating that as a fact. They probably paid something to become a brand advocate. 35% or 25,870 people of brand advocates earned more than $500 for the year. I just had an idea. Oh my God, this is brilliant. The reps should take their leftover products back to Ulta. I know their return policy is pretty liberal. Do they have to have a receipt? Wow. I don't know if it works that way, but that's interesting. 22% of brand advocates, or 16,240 people, earned more than $1,000. So they're not even making $100 a month, and that's 22% of the company. So here we have 27% of the company made nothing. Then 35% of the company made $500 for the year. And then 22% earned more than $1,000, but that's a very vague number. So we're at 84% of the company that more than likely, just looking at these numbers, in my opinion, are in the hole if they've bought any kind of product. Then you have 1% or 674 people earned more than $30,000. The median earnings of the top 1% of brand advocates was $65,000. So they only show the median for the top 1%. They don't show the median for the entire company. Everything else is averages. But when it comes to the 1%, they show the median. Oh God, this is wild. Oh, the average was $109,737. This is just proving our point as part of the anti-MLM movement. Oh God, this is rough. Oh, okay, this is important. No receipt returns will give you the lowest price paid in the last 60 days. Could be a penny. It could be full price. So it's worth a shot. If Ulta, again, not stating this as a fact, but if Ulta is getting a bunch of returns on the product, they would pull it from the shelves, I would imagine. Just a thought. I don't know how any of that would work. So here we have the typical earnings of newly enrolled brand advocates in 2021. So this is during the first 6 months after enrollment. 17,169 brand advocates that are both A, new enrollees in the 2021 commission year, and B, had at least 6 months within the year as brand advocates. What are you doing, Mama? You want to come say hi? The median total first, and this is again before expenses, the median total first 6 month income for brand new or brand advocates was $53. That's the median. The median total first 6 months. $53 they made in 6 months. The average was $262. 36% of new brand advocates had no sales and therefore earned no commission, but I bet they were spending on something. 41% of new brand advocates earned more than $100 for the year, for the 6 months. 13% earned more than $500. So we want to see the animal. 6% earned more than $1,000. So probably in the hole still. 0% of 0%. Wow, that's, or 84 people of new brand advocates earned more than $3,700 for the year. Those are probably the people that have a team. This is wild. So here we have all of the ranks. I think I'll probably save this for another time, but at quick glance, the percentage of brand advocates at the title and the monthly earnings. Managing director, and there's 0.2% that are making monthly average earnings $24,968. You can see how these numbers change. Executive director, 9,152.4%. It's a very small percentage of the company. These are the top ranks in the company. 46.48 a month, senior director 0.7. You see the numbers increase as we get further down the, what I'm going to call a pyramid. 71.5% of the company that are brand advocates earned on average $41 a month. Okay, I'm done with that. This is what we talk about all the time. It's not the setup of the company. It's not the setup of, because they like to compare, well, every company has a CEO and has a vice president and has all these different things. Well, it's actually the flow of money, which according to BeautyCounter just showed exactly what I'm talking about, and a lot, exactly what a lot of other advocates talk about. It's the way that the money flows. The people that just joined, the people at the bottom ranks are the ones that are funding the lifestyle of the people above them. So now you have that dynamic, but now not only are they wanting to double the size of the company, whatever that means, whatever parameter they're referring to, whether it's recruiting or sales or whatever, they're wanting people to recruit more so that they can get the free advertising, because we just went over the income disclosure statement and the majority of people are losing money or not making any at all. But now they're going to undercut their people that are working their tails off for this company. And now they are going to sell in Ulta, or they currently are selling in Ulta, to undercut these reps more, and then spinning it, in my opinion, to say, listen, this is about brand awareness. People are going to find that and they're going to find you, and then you can recruit them. Meanwhile, the people that are buying the products from Ulta, the company is going, got them. It's gross. BeautyCounter, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And their CEO has a degree from Harvard. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Either that or you know exactly what you're doing. I don't know. That's not for me to say, but rough, guys. Rough. There's no program, from what I have been told from former and current BeautyCounter reps, where those sales that they're getting from Ulta are distributed throughout the company, the brand advocates. That's not being shared. And the fact that they are wanting their distributors to keep recruiting, even though they're selling in a retail store with no end date in sight, I think is really gross. And unfortunately, we're seeing that from a lot of companies. So please, if you're in BeautyCounter, start asking some questions. I would start asking some questions. I would start researching for yourself. not through the company, not through the information that is shared from your upline. Start asking yourself some questions. I haven't watched Hannah's video yet because I wanted to give my own reaction before I watched hers, but I am looking forward to watching that because I want to learn, the things that she has uncovered. But you guys, I think that this is absolutely vile. I feel really, really sad for the BeautyCounter reps. I feel really sad for people in MLMs in general, because I know what many of them are going through and they don't deserve that. And there are very good people in MLMs, and those are the people that I'm talking to. So yeah, anyways, have you guys liked the stream? Because I would love for you to do so. Let me scroll through these comments real quick. Yeah, of all the retailers, they chose Ulta. How can their distributors even compete with that? There's no way. There's no way. And think about this. Ulta does their own marketing. Many people get the Ulta magazines mailed to them. So people are going to see that. If clean beauty, which I think is just a marketing term or whatever, but if clean beauty is something that you're looking for and they have in the Ulta magazine, now carrying, and they're like, oh, cool, let me go and get that. How are any of the distributors going to compete with that? They can't. There's no way. Frustrating. Yeah, agreed, Charlene. This is not going to end well for the reps. Please get out of it, you guys. If you can, please get out of it. You don't deserve to be treated this way. Yeah, it's just sad. It's heartbreaking. Oh, Hannah got another video out. Good. I'm going to watch them. I want to watch them. So yeah, I definitely agree with this. I don't think boycotting Ulta is going to get the point across, but I think if we directly email whoever we need to at Ulta, I did see somebody said, hey, I can put together an email. Let's do that. Let's get that out to people so that they can voice how they feel about this. Yeah. And technically it's at every Ulta location. So yeah. If this isn't an eye opener for the reps, I don't know what is. Yeah, I agree with you. People already go to Ulta for so many things. The convenience and instant gratification of an instant purchase will kill the MLM part of the company. And you know what? Maybe that is what they're trying to do. Maybe what BeautyCounter is getting ready to do down the road is to actually get rid of the MLM side of their business. And if so, this move would make sense to me because they're like, okay, let's test this, but we're still going to keep the MLM side of things, because they're advertising for us. Let's go ahead and keep this. And we're going to spin this like, hey, it's a positive thing. But down the road, the executives know, and this is not me stating this as a fact. It's just me trying to rationalize what they're trying to do to their people. If that's the case, this would make sense. And if that's the case, even more reason for these BeautyCounter reps to get out while they can, because yikes. Yeah. I appreciate you guys so much. My heart goes out to these people, I just think it's sad. And I think listening to the CEO spin this like, no, this is a good thing. You're going to gain customers from this and you're going to recruit from this. No, you're not. You're not. It's going to be a very rare, in my opinion, scenario where somebody says, I saw this, but then I remembered, you sell this. And so I bought it before, but I'm now going to buy from you. That's going to be a very rare, if it even happens at all, because of the ease of going to Ulta and grabbing your products or even ordering it with free shipping. People that order through a distributor have to pay for shipping. You can do the same thing, same prices, order from Ulta, and a lot of the times based on your purchase, you can get free shipping. It just makes no sense unless they're, and this is just my prediction. Again, not stating this as a fact, but I think that they're probably going to move away from the MLM model at some point. If they're going to be carrying it in Ulta, same prices, and no end date in sight. Yeah, that's just my opinion. But if you see this, you guys, if you see these people, please be compassionate. I know you guys will, but please be compassionate because this this is going to be hard, in my opinion, for these people to work through. It's a company that, and this is just based on my experience, the company that they love. It's a company that they're like, oh, they love us and they're going to take care of us. And their actions, the company's actions, are not showing that they love and are going to take care of them. And that's really hard to work through. That's really tough. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you guys watching all the way through. This is a horrible situation, in my opinion. And yeah, don't join an MLM, you guys. If you're in BeautyCounter, I hope that you see this for what it is. I hope you get out. I hope you haven't lost a ton of money. You know, it's rough. Yeah. Anyways, if you haven't already liked the stream, please like the stream. I appreciate you guys so much. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. It's free. It helps me get the word out to more people to hopefully leave or their MLM, you know, with compassion and or not join altogether. So appreciate you guys. Welcome to the new members. Thank you for all the super chats. I saw we had an anniversary. Happy anniversary, Dave. I saw it earlier when I was looking at my phone. I forgot to talk about it, but happy anniversary. And any other members that have been here for a while, thank you so much. Yeah, I love you guys. And I'm going to go spend the afternoon with my family. My daughter's going to prom. I don't know if she's still in here or not. She was doing something, but weird. All right, I'm going to go. Have a good day, everybody, or good night, or good morning, or whatever time of the day it is that you are watching this. And thank you for being here. I'll see you on the next live or the next video. Bye, everybody.